G'day. They call me Ned. I like to talk about old stuff, so this is Old Stuff with Ned. Some years ago I was periodically blessed by being visited by the Muse. Upon these occasions I felt inspired to express myself in a poetical fashion while exploring medieval and Renaissance styles or themes. I endeavoured to paint a verbal picture, what I like to call imagery, or to dabble in a particular genre, such as Shakespearean sonnets. There were days when the muse was far too coy, or just plain ornery, which led to this, entitled A Poet. "A verse! A verse! A verse!" he cried. He tore his hair, he howled, he sighed, but still the muse, while bending near, capricious girl, refused to hear. He thus remained a man undone, ignored by muse, both deaf and dumb. So now I sit in want of verse, my words are stopped. A poet. Cursed! Although my poems were generally well received, there were a few people who struggled with the interpretation of this word or that phrasing. It seemed to me that they were trying way too hard to make sense, maybe, of what I had written. As I see it, it's not what I say, but what you hear that is important to you. So I wrote a nonsense poem, which to me is all about the sound and the rhythm of the piece. When I hear it, particular images form within my mind, but I would expect that they are very different from the images that form within yours. It being 0:30 on a Monday morning, I would like to share with you one of the few poems I have composed that readily springs to my mind. Go figure. Yrotsyllisa. Full softly sped the whirring lup across the breezy bem, then bounced down harshly on a nog, and bent its double gleb. So lush and ragged made the nog to hoot its purple poff, and thus it wunk an ollymub, which abried all its trough. But if you wunk an ollymub, be sure to merk unfawn, or else you'll hear it arrasplinth and glimmer through its horn. A month of eerie Erkendin will only come dispry, if you align a millery to mongle in the rye. The millery that mongles far amid the sultry slough, in secretly doth willingar, and droobs a trin or two. Therefore, I think you boverly, and quite the lurby chap, you so wibble much and torribly, your peck and so lap. After hearing this, I know what I see in my mind, what images form within yours. Oh, and do remember that it's just another perfect day in paradise.